What's up, peeps? Quintasia here. So, college. Go away. Stay close. What am I gonna major in? I'll choose this. Maybe I'll go undecided. Maybe I'll be in fashion design. Maybe I'll go completely different and do nutrition. One thing leads to another. Bam! You're an English major. What do you do with that? Oh, there's plenty of things you can do. And now you're stuck. Being an English major sucks. There is so much reading. I get it. I'm an English major. The least I can do is read English. You are right. I don't have time to read 50 pages of something that's super dense. Sure, you gave me the entire weekend, but I also need to sleep, eat, wash my body, see other humans before I lose my mind. Also, I have other homework if you didn't remember. I get it. We always complain that you don't consider taking into consideration the other teachers. That's fine, whatever. But your goal was already impractical from the beginning. Why do I need 50 pages per class to be due the next day? Why do you also expect me to print it out? My printer doesn't have ink because I'm too cheap to buy ink. Then when I print at the school, it costs money. We only get a $20 printing quota. I run that out in half a semester. So that means that the rest of the semester I have to pay for my printings along with the next semester because I only get $20 for the whole year. You're basically making me print out the entire book. Just make me buy the book. I'd rather you just straight up say, go waste $200 instead of secretly having me do it through printing pages every day. Because I'm not gonna read them, just like I wasn't gonna read the book. If I have to read it for the entire weekend, then that's a problem. That means I shouldn't read it, so then I don't, and then that's when we have a quiz. But when I read everything else, we didn't have a quiz. There's some professors who would be like, oh, just write a couple questions that you get out of the reading each day. I don't like that either. I'd rather you just be straight up and give me a quiz. I'd rather just guess away. Everyone just assumes that you love to read. So especially when movies come out and it's a book adaptation, people are like, oh my god, you read the book, right? And I'm like, no, I don't read. And then they're like, what do you mean you don't read? You're an English major. It's like, okay, I get it. I'm an English major, but I'm a special kind of English major. I'm an English major with a concentration in film and screen studies, which means instead of me reading books because they're boring and make me itch, I read movies, and TV shows, and YouTube. Everyone wants you to proofread their papers. They're like, hey, you want to proof to read this for me? No, I don't. I don't even want to write my own paper. Why would I want to read yours? With every major, there's the required classes that you have to take that's part of your major's core. But for us, at least in my situation, they're either one or two. They're either extremely boring or they're way too smart for me to handle, and there's no in between. And it sucks because in the boring classes, it's just I don't want to be here, and neither does anyone else, and that's why they made it required, is because now we can't get out of it. But then there's the ones that's oh my gosh, this is the one that I found that's kind of cool, and the professor is way too smart, and he loves books, and he also assumes that you love books, and it's a lie. And he brings up all these books, and he's like, you'll love this book. It's 1,500 pages, and you'll like this book, which have 18 other books connected, and it's no, don't make me do it. There's always the really cool professors too. He's super cool because he's super smart and really loves books and everything about literature. It is amazing. It is just not for me, but I did love sitting there and just absorbing everything he gave out. It was too much for me. There were some days when I just wanted to leave because I was I cannot contribute to this class. I'm literally not smart enough to breathe the air in this room, but it's a required class. I have no choice, so I have to leave. I have to stay. I have to pass it. When you go to the advisors, everyone's like, oh yeah, with an English degree, you can go anywhere. There's so many places you can go, and it's cool. Can you help me kind of specify one? That's me being born into the world and saying you can be whatever you want to be. Cool, but can I get some type of path? I can't just be all right, and it just be something. I kind of need some guidance. It's the whole point of you being here, to advise me and guide me. Stop telling me that the possibilities are endless. It does not help me in my situation because I'm already being told by every other major here that I'm never gonna get a job being an English major. So help me out. Everyone just assumes that you want to be a teacher, which I never get. I never got at all. Oh, so you want to be a teacher? Where'd you get that idea? I said I was majoring in English. I didn't say I wanted to teach. Wouldn't I be majoring in education? Granted, I don't care about English either. But I mean, I don't want to teach it. I've just sat through it for 4 years. Why would I want to do it again and then throw it at other people? Let's just go back to me not wanting to proofread my friends' papers. If I don't want to read theirs, why would I want a class of 32 and read them all by myself and have to grade them knowing that they're terrible or that they're great because all the kids are probably super smart and I'm not smart enough to be there? There's no in between. If I were a teacher, I wouldn't give homework. Therefore, the students probably wouldn't learn because you actually kind of learn during doing homework, especially when it comes to like English and math. You kind of have to like keep doing things. So for the educational safety and security of your children, stop asking me if I want to be a teacher. It is not in your best interest. And that is why being an English major sucks. I'm in the first semester of my senior year, which means I'm almost done, which means it's time to start looking at jobs and stuff. Good thing my English major can take me anywhere. That's that. Until next time, have fun, be safe, don't die, and I'll see you when I see you. Okay, later. But come on, none of us are getting jobs with our degrees.